So hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be an essential bullet journal stationery haul which you guys need if you're starting out as a beginner in 2021. So I'm basically going to be taking you guys through some of my favourite supplies that I like to use in my bullet journal, and if you're starting out then these are really great ones that I recommend you guys try out. Obviously these are not essential vital supplies you need for your bullet journal, but they are ones that I do recommend you buy if you would like to do more of the creative side of bullet journaling and add more colour and doodles into your journal if you have more time, like I do in my bullet journal. So yeah, that's all I have to say for this intro. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, be sure to like, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for more art, bullet journal and inspirational content from me. And yeah, let's get right on to the video. Item of stationery that I have is kind of a super obvious one, but it is my Arch and Olive bullet journal. I've got, I think it's the B one. I will link it down below with like the exact name and stuff. I don't remember exactly what it's called right now, but if you have watched any of my 2021 plan with me videos, then you've definitely seen this notebook. This is what I've used for basically since the beginning of this year, and it has done me so good. I'm obsessed with it. I love the thick pages. I love everything about it, and I love that I can use different materials without having to worry about bleeding and stuff like that. And yeah, I just really love this journal, and it's definitely my favourite bullet journal that I've ever tried. So the next stationery item I want to talk about is what I use to fill in my bullet journal, which is I use the Pilot friction pens. I use these ones because one, they're erasable, which is amazing because I always make mistakes when I'm writing. I also use this for my note taking when I have an exam or whatever. These pens are amazing. I really love them. They are a bit more pricey depending on where you buy them, obviously, and they're also refillable, so I just order like packs of these on Amazon whenever they run out, and then I can just refill them, take the existing ink out, and then replace it when they run out, which is quite often because I use these so much for all of my writing in my bullet journal. So the next one is basically the pens that I use for the doodles and everything that I don't use the friction pens for. These are basically my chosen fine liners, and I have been through a lot of fine liners in my time, but these ones, oh, that was really loud, sorry guys. These ones are the Uni Pin fine liners, and I got the set which has a 01, 02, 03, 05 and 08, which is basically all I need, to be honest. Some of them come with a 005 or like 004 and stuff like that, but these are basically all I need at the moment. I do have other fine liners which I also do love, but these are definitely my favourite ones that I've used and the best quality. Yeah, these are just some of my favourite ones that I use for all of my doodles, and when I draw my calendars or my weekly layouts or whatever I need to do in my bullet journal, these are what I use. So next is my lettering, my chosen lettering calligraphy pen, basically, which is the Tombow Fudinowski pens. I have the hard tip and the soft tip. My favourite is personally the hard tip because I prefer to have more control over what I'm writing, but I do love both of them, and I do use both of them these when I'm doing small titles in my bullet journal as opposed to doing huge lettering on a piece of paper. That makes sense. The next one is another pen, but it's a white pen, and I love doing this in my bullet journal when I have, for example, I want to draw a title or something and I want to do a black background. I can colour in black background with a felt tip or whatever, and then I can go over the top with this white pen. This is my favourite white pen that I've used so far. It is the Uniball Signo, and I will link all these down below so you can check them out, and all the exact names and stuff, because I'm probably not saying these right. But I love this one. It is consistent with like the white colour, and it shows up really well on black paper or black pen or just dark surfaces, I guess. The next bit I'm going to go on to is some like felt tip stuff that I like. So I have these brush pens from WH Smith, which is like, yeah, it's kind of really basic, but if you live in the UK, you know WH Smith is just like a really cheap basic stationery shop, I guess. Has everything. These are just really good brush pens, especially for a beginner, because I got these when I was just starting out and I didn't want to buy super expensive brush pens and then find out I didn't like calligraphy or I didn't want to carry on, but obviously I do because I'm here right now. But these are a really cheap option. They're not as good quality as the Tombow ones, which I'm going to show you in a sec, but they are really good for a beginner. Another thing I want to mention is it is a really good idea if you are just starting out and you want to look for basic supplies to get. That's probably why you're watching this video, to get lots of different greys. I mean, personally, I use them a lot in my bullet journal, whether it's for a habit tracker or any other tracker that you colour in, or if you want to just do boxes or like draw out a calendar or a weekly layout and you don't want to use a black fine liner, then I really recommend using grey because it does add a different kind of texture to the page, and I really like how it does turn out when you use grey. I have used a lot of my bullet journal. I will link some videos down below if you'd like to see where I did use grey in those setups. The next pen has got a super special place in my heart. I love these pens so much. Their colours are amazing and they are super amazing. I have 3 sets. I think I've got the cool, warm, and then I've got like the neon one. I don't use the neon one so much, but I think this is the neon one. I've got, with the neon set, I have these 5 ones, which I've got pink, orange, yeah, like neon yellow and turquoise and blue. And then on these ones I've got to the like highlighter end, which I don't really use that much, to be honest. And then I've got like the thicker kind of felt tip end, which I don't, as I said, I don't use these ones as much, but these ones are like my favorite. I've got the cool and the warm, I think, and this one I chose to get the brush tip because I love how it colors in so smoothly, and I can also do lettering with it if I want to. And then I've got, on this side, I've got similar to the other one, I've got a fine, but it's super fine as opposed to like a fine felt tip, you know. And I love these colors. The colors are so amazing. I've used these in so many of my plan with me's. The main ones I used were, I think, January 2021 and August 2020, which was like when I just got these ones. So I was super excited to try them out, so I used them in that setup. But these are such good pens for bullet journaling. They don't bleed through, I mean, depending on what paper you have. But on my Arch and Olive journal, they don't bleed through at all. And the colours are just stunning, as I said. And yeah, I really love these pens so much. This video is not sponsored in any way, but these pens and supplies are just the ones I'm showing you that I love and I have loved. It's basically my honest, genuine recommendations for you guys to try out if you are ever doing bullet journaling. So my next pen recommendation, like felt tip, is the Crayola Super Tips. I've just got this pod of them, and I've just got the basic, like, I don't know how many pens this is, I think it's like a pack of 30. They have huge sets that you can get for like really cheap on Amazon. I got these really super cheap on Amazon, and they are just really good felt tips. I love these pens because, as I said, they're not pricey at all, and they have such nice colours. They don't like, they're very even layer of colour, and I just love how they go on the page, and they don't bleed through at all on like most paper that I've tried. And yeah, I just love these so much. They don't really have anything else to say about them, but they are really good. So the next stationery item I want to go into is my Tombow dual brush tip pens. I only have a few, as I got these from my mum. She just handed them down to me because she didn't really use them. But so I haven't got like a few select colours, most of them have run out, but I'm looking into trying to get more, like a proper pack of colours. But these are just really good pens that they're just a staple, and I know they are a bit more pricey than the other ones, but I would recommend starting out with something like a W.H. Smith brush pen or a cheap one from Amazon that's not necessarily like branded. But these are good especially if you have a bit more money to spend and they're a bit more advanced, and you can definitely see the difference between a cheap brush pen and this brush pen. They are just a lot better quality, I can definitely tell. But if you're a beginner and you don't want to spend a lot of money, that's totally fine. Just get some other brush pens. But these have the normal calligraphy end, and then they have the other felt tip end, as most dual brush pens have. So I just love these pens, and they have lots of greys and different colours, which I love using all the time. And they have so many colours, like so many. Obviously, you're probably not going to buy all of them, but they have such nice colours, and I really recommend getting these if you do want to spend a bit more money for a better quality brush pen, I guess. So now, what do we have left? Okay, I'm going to go on to some watercolours. I know a lot of people don't use watercolour in their bullet journal, but I used it for my February setup, and I really loved it. So these are my watercolours that I use. They're not like, I don't really remember what I got these from. I got them when I was like a little kid, like ages ago. But they have lasted me so well. You can see they're definitely used very well, and they have certainly not very expensive from what I remember. But I just use, they have this, which is like comes off as well, and you can just carry them separately, which I love. And then they're super like compact, I guess, when you close it, and you can just carry it in like your travel bag or whatever if you're painting on holiday. I mean, obviously not a lot of us are going on holiday right now, but if you are, then you can carry them. They have so many different colours, as you can see, and yeah, they lasted me a long time, and that really does say a lot about a stationery supply. So the next, and then this kind of goes alongside it. These are some paintbrushes. I have a lot more paintbrushes in the list, but these are just my favourite ones, which I wanted to show you. I've got this one, which is like for example, if I'm doing like a wet on wet technique, I'll just wet the page with this, or if I'm doing a thicker stroke or a bigger scale of painting, then I'll use this one, which I really love. It's just a simple paintbrush. Then I got this one recently, which is just a really good like flat tip. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, that's it, and it's just a really good one. Then I've got this one, which is a different kind of paintbrush, but it's, you put water in this side, and then you don't even have to use a water cup for this, and then it just comes out here, and I just love this paintbrush. It's a really good idea if you don't want to be having a cup of water with you. You can just use this, squeeze it, and then choose the colour you want. It's a really good technique for watercolours, and I love experimenting with different styles of watercolour painting because I love watercolour painting. I have like a whole playlist on my YouTube channel about it, so if you'd like to check out more videos about doing painting and stuff like that, I do have a whole playlist which I will be linking down below. Now off that rant, this is my last one. This is definitely my most used one. I use this for the majority of the stuff I have to do, and I just love this paintbrush. It's just a 6 size. I don't have no idea about paintbrush sizes, but that's what it says on the brush. So if you wanted to know, there you go. Now I have washi tapes. Obviously this is definitely not an essential thing, but they're just really cute idea to get. I have these 3 boxes, which I just have on my desk, but I have these boxes full of washi tapes, and I've collected quite a few. I've got separated them kind of into colours and patterns and stuff. So I've got this boxes which are kind of like different patterns and stuff, the ones I don't use that much, but if I'm doing a particular theme, for example, if I'm doing a travel theme, I'll be definitely ready to go because I have all these travel ones, which I think came in a pack. And then I've got like the rainbow ones, like the rainbow colours, and then I've got some metallic ones, which I really like. The main ones I use, I really love these 2. I love those colours, and I use the metallic ones quite a lot because they go with everything, I guess. Then I love this one. It's like clouds. It's just, the colour is amazing. I don't know. I just love this one. And then I use the thin ones as well, which are really good for like if I'm painting, then I can outline it, and I won't go through, like bleed around it. I don't know how to make sense. If you want to get a clean cut line, if you're doing a drawing or a painting, you can surround it with washi tape. This is probably a really well known tip, but that's what I use these for as well. I'm trying to get into using washi tapes more because I have loads and I don't really use them as much as I should, and I want to get more out of my comfort zone and use stuff like this in my bullet journal. I'm just going to put these away. These are really good because I can just have them on my desk. They don't take up any room. These boxes are really cute. I have no idea where I got them from. Probably IKEA. But yeah, they're just, I keep them in here and it's nice and compact. I think this is the final thing I have to show you. But, oh, okay, so my mild liners were on top, so that's a bit loud. The final thing is different coloured and textures of paper. So you probably know I use a lot of craft paper in my bullet journal, so I have this roll just in my desk, which I can just cut off or rip paper off, and then I can just stick it in my bullet journal. Then I've recently got this pad which just has a ton of different colours of paper, and they're like really aesthetic and cute colours as well. I love them, and I can just rip page off and then cut it to what size I like it, and then stick it in my bullet journal. I just love this, and I love using different materials similar to the washi tape. I want to start using more of this in my bullet journal. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I love using newspaper in my bullet journal, like the text. I love it so much. It really goes with the craft paper as well, and I can do different coloured lines on top of it, and it just looks really cute when I do it. And newspaper is a definite staple in my bullet journal. I haven't been using it that much recently, but last year I did use it a lot, especially with the craft paper, and I've just fallen in love with using all these different materials in my bullet journal. It just makes it so much more fun and lively. But obviously if you want to keep it simple and do like the Ryder Carroll method, or if you don't have a lot of time and you just want to not do so many doodles or materials, then that's totally fine as well. You do what you need in your bullet journal. Your bullet journal is personalised for you, because that's the whole point of it. You can draw whatever you like, draw whatever spreads you want, do as many doodles as you want, or do not as many doodles if you like that. That's what I love about bullet journaling. So all of these supplies are not essential supplies you need, as the title probably says, but they are ones that if you are starting out and you want to include more colour and doodles in your bullet journal like I do, then these are some of the supplies I would recommend to start buying if you want to start building up a stationery collection, or if you want to start bullet journaling. Obviously not all of these supplies, as that would be quite pricey, but as I've kind of got these over time, I hadn't buy all of this in one day. That would be pretty crazy. But yeah, these are just some supplies that I recommend you guys should buy if you don't already, because I just really love them. And these are all supplies that I genuinely love. This is not sponsored, as I said. This is a super honest haul and reviews of these supplies, and I just really recommend you guys check these ones out if you haven't already. That was a really long rant, but yeah, I'll see you next time, and thank you so much for watching.